Hi everyone, how are you today? How are you feeling today? I hope you're all doing great and excited to learn together today because I am very excited and can't wait to learn together with all of you. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about future tenses using will and be going to. But before we begin, I would like to introduce myself first. So, hello again, everyone. My name is Niluh Ayu Ada Akila. People usually call me Akila, so you can just call me Akila or Miss Akila. Today, I am very happy since I'm not going to teach alone. Two of my friends, Miss Marcia and Miss Arlinda, will join me in teaching today's lesson. Hi, Miss Marcia. Hi, Miss Arlinda.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Okay, you'll see Miss Marcia and Miss Arlinda again later, everyone. But now you will study with me first. All right, let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, what do you think you will eat for dinner tonight? Are you going to eat out for dinner tonight? What are your plans? Probably you are going to eat out for dinner tonight with your family, your friends, or even with your boyfriends or your girlfriend. All right, now, what about your Christmas holidays? It's getting near to Christmas. Where will you go to spend your Christmas holidays? Or have you planned your Christmas holidays? So, where are you going to go for the Christmas holidays with your family? And what about your New Year holidays? What are you going to do on New Year's Eve? Probably you are going to gather with your family, have a barbecue party in the backyard, and do some other interesting things. All right. Based on my questions, did you notice the patterns used in the sentences? Okay, you can keep your answer first, and we will discuss the patterns later. Now, let's proceed to the next activity. So, for the next activity, you are going to listen to a story about Jessica's future plans. I am going to read the story, and I want you to listen to the story carefully, okay? All right, I will read this story now. Next week, I am going to have a final exam. I will study hard every day because I want to get a great scores. My parents promise if I get high scores, they will take me to Labuan Bajo. The exam will last for 1 week. I hope I will get a good score for all subjects. I have already planned some activities to do and some places to visit. One of them is that I am going to stay at several of the hotels there because most of the hotels there have an architectural style and vibe similar to Santorini. I am going to stay there for 5 days with my parents and my brother. I will be very happy if I can fulfill my dream to go there. All right, so that's the story about Jessica's future plans. What do you think about the story, everyone? It is interesting, right? Okay, have you understood and memorized the story? Did you get the points? All right, after this, you can replay the story 3 times so you can really understand the story. You have to understand and remember the story because this will be related to the next activity. Okay, you may replay the story, everyone. All right, have you finished watching the story? If you have watched the story 3 times, now you can continue to the next stage, which will be explained by Miss Arlinda. Miss Arlinda, time is yours.
All right, thank you, Miss Akila. Okay, students, have you really understood the story? If so, let's proceed to the next activity. Now what you have to do is to reconstruct the story that you have heard. You can write it down on a piece of paper or notes. And in this activity, you cannot play the story again. So you have to write the story according to what you know and what you remember, because previously you have listened to it 3 times. All right, you might prepare a piece of paper, or you can write it on your laptop or on your cell phone. Have you prepared it? If you have already prepared it, then pause the video and start working on the exercise. I'll give you 5 minutes to do it. If it's been 5 minutes and it finished, you may play the video again. Okay, all right. Happy working, everyone, and I will see you again in 5 minutes. All right, are you guys done? Now let's take a look at the original text together. I will read for you and you can check yours. Next week, I am going to have a final exam. I will study hard every day because I want to get great scores. My parents promise if I get high scores, they will take me to Labuan Bajo. The exam will last for 1 week. I hope I will get a good score for all subjects. I have already planned some activities to do and some places to visit. One of them is that I am going to stay at several of the hotels there because most of the hotels there have an architectural style and vibe similar to Santorini. I'm going to stay there for 5 days with my parents and my brother. I will be very happy if I can fulfill my dream to go there. Okay, are there any differences between the text that you have created and the original text? Have you used will and be going to in your stories too? Okay, now we will discuss the sentences together. Did you notice the differences why some sentences are using will and why the other use be going to? Let's look at the first sentence together. Why do you think this first sentence uses be going to? This first sentence uses be going to because the final exam has been planned before. And now let's move to the second and third sentence. Let's take a look together. Why does the sentence use will? Because will here is used to talk about promise. Yeah, and for the rest of the sentences, you can analyze it yourself, okay? Now I will explain about will versus be going to. Will is used to talk about a decision at the moment of speaking. For example, if some say there's no milk, then you will say, really? In that case, I'll go and get some. Will is also used to talk about a prediction based on opinion. For example, I think the Conservatives will win the next election. And will is used to talk about a future fact. For example, the sun will rise tomorrow. And will is also used for promises or requests or refusals or offers. For example, I will help you tomorrow if you like. Now let's move to be going to. Be going to is used to talk about a decision before the moment of speaking. For example, when someone says there's no milk, and then you can say, I know, I'm going to go and get some when this TV program finish. And be going to is also used to talk about a prediction based on something we can see or we hear now. For example, the Conservatives are going to win the election. They already have most of the votes. Okay, students, I hope you can understand this material well. If you can find other examples in will versus be going to, you can write them down on a piece of paper or pen or the technology you use, so you can learn more about this material. Yeah, and for the next activity will be continued by Miss Marcia. Miss Marcia, time is yours.
All right, thank you, Miss Arlinda and Miss Adila. Now, for you, you will learn about the grammar rules of will and be going to. First, the grammar rule of will. For the sentence, for positive sentence, you can use subject plus will plus infinitive. For example, all her friends will come to her wedding. For negative sentence, subject plus will plus not plus infinitive. For example, I've asked him but he won't do it. Or I've asked him but he will not do it. For question, you can use will plus subject plus infinitive plus question. For example, will you open the door for me, please? Okay. The second one is the grammar rule of be going to. For positive sentence, you can use subject plus to be plus going to plus infinitive. For example, Rama is going to visit Bali next week. For negative sentence, subject plus to be plus not plus going to plus infinitive. For example, I'm not going to attend the birthday party. For question, you can use to be plus subject plus going to plus infinitive plus question mark. For example, is she going to stay? Alright, I have learned about the grammar rule of will and be going to. Now I will give you a practice. In this practice time, I will play a short video and you must fill in the blanks of some questions. To answer the question, you can pause the video and write your answer on a piece of paper or note, or you can use your laptop or your mobile phone. The answer to the question will appear immediately after the video. So you must pause the video first, then continue the video to answer other questions. Alright, please focus on the conversation of a boy and a girl there. Remember what you have learned before to help you answer the question. Let me play the video first.
Hey Mike, what are you gonna do today? Will you come over to my house to play chess with me?
I'm afraid I can't. The concert a little.
Okay, can you guess what the boy will reply to the girl's question?
Later. I'm afraid I can't. I'm going to a concert a little.
The correct answer is I'm going to concert a little later. Next question.
Later. Tomorrow, that's
What do
okay.
you think the boy will say to his?
I'll come tomorrow,
Yes,
that's
the
okay.
answer is, but I'll come tomorrow if that's okay.
Tomorrow, I'm going on a short trip with my family and some friends. I think we'll be back on Sunday evening, so you probably
What
time to
about
meet.
this? What is the girl will say?
So you probably won't have time to meet.
The answer is, so we probably won't have time to meet. The last question.
How about next week?
Well, I'm very busy week.
Yep,
Well-
this is the answer of the to the girl question.
Well, I'm gonna have a very busy week.
Well done everyone, you have practiced a lot in this video. I hope this lesson will be very helpful for you now and in the future. That's all for now. Thank you for learning from our video. Stay safe and stay healthy. Goodbye everyone.
Goodbye everyone.
Bye everyone.